Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's Jag if you're new here. If not, welcome back. Today we're going to continue on with our Math 11 content on simplifying radicals part 2. And in the last video we had gone through maybe just simplifying radicals and reducing them and adding and subtracting radicals. So today we're going to basically use the distributive property to open up the brackets and also simplify the radicals where possible. So with that, let's get started. All right, here we are. Example 1 says expand and simplify where possible. We're going to start off with some simple questions and then move forward. So this one says 3 times 8 minus root 5. So you're basically using the distributive property, and I'm going to do 3 times 8, which is 24. And then I'm going to do 3 times negative root 5. So I'm going to put negative 3 root 5. Okay, and that's it. This is the final answer because I'm looking at the radical, and you can't simplify root 5. So you're just going to leave your answer like this. Okay, let's try one more question. B says root 3 times root 6 minus root 3. Okay, so in the same manner, I'm going to open up the brackets. So this time you're doing root 3 times root 6. This is square root 18. Then you're doing root 3 times root 3. And when you do that, basically the root 3 is going to cancel out. So it's going to be minus 3. Okay, however, don't stop here because it says simplify where possible, right? And so I can see that I can actually simplify the root 18. So I'm going to break that down to root 9 times root 2, and we'll keep the minus 3 outside the brackets. And why am I using again these two factors? Because I know 6 times 3 is 18, but I want to use the complete square factors. So square root 9 is 3. So it's like 3 root 2 minus 3. Okay, so of course you can just take the brackets out now. Okay, and the final answer is 3 root 2 minus 3. Okay, with that, let's take a look at something that's a little bit more complex. So C says 8 root 2 times 2 root 8 plus 3 root 12. Okay, so say this is the answer now, or the question. I'm going to multiply. And again, if you want to draw arrows, I would do that because we're just using the distributive property here. Okay, I'm going to do, so when you have something like this, it's 8 root 2 times 2 root 8. The numbers that you have on the outside, we're going to multiply them. So I'm going to do 8 times 2. So 16. Okay, and then when you're doing 2 times 8, this is square root 16. Okay, like this. Then I'm going to take this outside term, multiply it by the second term inside the brackets. Okay, so we're going to do 8 times 3, which is 24. And 2 times 12 root, right, is root 24. Okay, like the numbers are the same on the outside and the inside. So now we're going to simplify it further. I'm going to put brackets now. Square root of 16 is 4. So I'm going to do 16 times 4. Plus this 24 is on the outside. But we're going to break down, okay, the root 24. I'm going to do square root 4 times square root 6. Okay, now I'm going to close the bracket. Okay, and the same thing here. I just want to break down the 24, square root 24, into factors where I have a perfect square like 4. Okay, so this is 16 times 4, so this is 64. And square root, maybe we'll write it separately one more time. This is 24. Square root of 4 is 2 times 2 times root 6. And so just like this, you can keep on writing as many steps as you like here. Okay, let's break this down. So this is 64 plus, now I'm going to do 24 And I'm going to times that by square root of, the square root of 4 is 2. So this is going to be 48 root 6, like this. So I'm just doing 24 times 2. And then again, we're just checking inside the radical. I can't simplify the square root 6, so this is going to be the final answer. All right, so let's go to example 2. It says expand and simplify. So we're going to use the FOIL method here. Okay, so look very carefully. I'm going to take the first term, times it by the first term in the second bracket. This is root 2 times root 2. It cancels out. And it's just going to be 2. Okay, and then we're going to take the root 2. I'm going to times it by 5. Okay, and this becomes plus 5 root 2. Also, make sure you're always taking the sign in front of the integer. We're going to move to the second term now. Now open the bracket. This is 5 times root 2, so plus 5 root 2. And lastly, I'm going to do 5 times 5, which is 25. Okay, so you're basically just multiplying each of the terms in the first bracket by each of the terms in the second bracket. Okay, now if you look right here, I do see some like terms as well. So this is 2 plus 25, so 27. And also for the radicals, again, how do you know they're like terms? Because they have the same number under the square root sign. So this is 5 root 2 plus 5 root 2, okay, is 10 root 2. Okay, so even after you FOIL out, like, you know, the question with the brackets, I have to make sure I'm seeing if there are any like terms. Just check and then put the like terms together. Okay, and this is the final answer. It's 27 plus 10 root 2. Okay, so with that, I think let's try one more example here. Let's go to B. It looks very similar. It says root 3 plus 2 root 2, and then 5 plus 5 root 2. Okay, so this is a question. But we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to FOIL this out. This is root 3 times 5. So 5 root 3. Okay, then you're going to take the root 3. And I'm going to times it by 5 root 2. So as you see this, on the outside is 5. But you have root 3 times root 2, which is root 6. Okay, go to the second term. I'm going to multiply this. 2 root 2 times 5. The 5 is actually on the outside, so I'm going to do 5 times 2. So this is 10, and the root 2 stays the same. Okay, then you're going to take this term, and now I'm going to multiply it. So it's 2 root 2 times 5 root 2. Multiply the numbers on the outside, so 5 times 2, 10. And root 2 times root 2, this is actually equal to 2. Okay, so this last term actually becomes 10 times 2. Okay, hopefully everyone sees that. Okay, and again, I don't actually see any like terms. All the radicals have different numbers, so we're going to leave it the same. So 5 root 3 plus 5 root 6 plus 10 root 2, and this is 10 times 2, which is positive 20. Okay, so because there are no like terms, after you FOIL this out in this example, okay, this is my final answer. And every time you FOIL out an expression, it's always going to have 4 terms. Okay, and then just double check to make sure there are no like terms. So that brings this video to an end. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you have an even better understanding of simplifying radicals. This was part 2, where we just expanded and simplified using the distributive property and the FOIL method. And simplifying radicals is a very important grade 11 topic. Make sure you keep on practicing. And in the next video, we'll continue on into the next topic. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see everyone next time. Bye.